Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. How's everybody doing out there? Oh, we got a doozy. It's going to be a good one today. Thursday's going to be fun. We got a lot going on this morning here in the pre-market. It's going to be a very exciting day of trade. If you're with me here either in Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We got Larry, Jamal, G-Lines, Futures, trading today. One Man Wolfpack, Kodak, Andreas, Channing, Jonathan, Ripper Trader, Trader Page, Otter, Alex, X4M, Jim. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Dwayne, Darren. Good morning, Rui. Good morning, Richard. Good morning to you all. Oh, we got a doozy today, that's for sure. We have the PCE data out today. We had the quarter over quarter baby PCE coming in yesterday, but today at 8:30, we do have the core PCE, which is what the Fed loves to use. Let's go ahead and switch over to TradingView so we can get our bearings about us. But the Fed loves to use this core PCE as kind of the leading indicator for inflation. So this is really going to dictate whether or not rates are indeed going to be pausing. So markets have priced it in quite a bit. I mean, we're trading at over 16,000 the NQ here. So the markets have traded pretty high here. Question becomes, have we priced it in? Is inflation skittering on down low enough that we might get an earlier rate cut? Find out next. We will see here in literally 28 short minutes from now. It's going to come on really, really quick. Vladimir says, good morning from Dubai. Good morning. Well, good afternoon to you, right? It would be afternoon, I believe. Andreas says, first time trading NQ in news suggestions. I would trade the micros. I would trade one micro. I wouldn't even trade the minis. And use the Top Step account so you're not risking your own capital. That's what I would do. G-Line says, watch and learn if you do trade small size or micros. Yeah, trade very small size. Trade one micro. I mean, just to see how things go. Trade in a sim or trade on a Top Step account. And yeah, let's kick things off. Let's hit that lucky like button here. Want to have a good stream. Good morning, Big G-Ski. Justice, Mike. 5 p.m. in Dubai. Wow. Yeah, I would be interested to see how I would be trading out in Dubai in that time zone out there. Being on the West Coast, I love it because I'm such an early bird, but you know, you're all kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to do it because I'd be pretty tired. You know, I'd obviously change my sleeping schedule around if I was in Dubai trading there, but I don't know. It just seems weird. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to do well with it. I feel like on the left coast of the US, it's really, really nice because you get to get up early and you're done with your day early and you get the rest of the day for yourself. 2 p.m. Tunisia. Wow. Good morning, ABD. Good morning, Jamal. First time. Welcome. Good morning, Tradegator. Yeah, we get London and New York AM time here. Yeah, very nice. That's very cool. Good morning, Fish Lips. All right, so yeah, we have coming out at 8:30. Not only do we have that PCE, but we also have jobless claims because it's Thursday, which, by the way, this week just flew on by. This is, I always say that, but man, this week really, really flew on by. So the benchmark to continue streaming throughout the day today is going to be 120 likes. We are at 22 right now, so we got 100 to cover. Make sure you're slamming that lucky like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the stream. When we get to 2,000 subs, we're very close now. I mean, you guys killed it yesterday. We got like almost 100 subs added to the channel here yesterday. But when we get to 2,000 subs, we are going to be giving away a free Top Step Combine account. Today, we have a webinar over in Clubhouse in the Discord, and we're doing a giveaway there for, and not an XFA. I keep wanting to say XFA, but a Combine account on Top Step. We're doing a webinar after the bell. It's going to be about market structure, so it's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to my folks here that are watching the stream on Discord. Looking forward to joining you guys here after the bell. Make sure you register for that webinar in the events section there. That is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern time today. Good morning, Alfred. Good morning, Kenneth. Jamal's been watching every day, so it's your first time trading. Well, good luck to you. Just remember, take it very, very easy. Take it slow. trade either in a sim account, trade on a Top Step account. Don't trade with your own money. Don't make that mistake. You don't want to do that. Don't do that. Trade very small. Trade the micros. So MNQ if you want to trade the NQ, and MES if you want to trade the ES. Just trade one contract and see how it goes, and you'll do much better that way rather than rushing into things. Morning, GC. So yeah, we have a lot of economic data coming out. The October PCE, core PCE deflator, jobless claims are coming out. October personal income, personal spending, real personal spending, all out today at 8:30. We also have Canada. I did it again. Canada. I say Canada every time. Canada's September GDP. Yeah, it's like the 10th time I've said Canada. Canada's September GDP. That's going to be out at 8:30 as well. We did have some unemployment data out from Mexico. That was out at 7. And that came in, let me see my notes here. I don't know why I didn't have that one pop up for me here. There we go. Unemployment rate at 2.8%. So that was in line with expectations, which is actually pretty good there. Seasonally adjusted 2.6%. So we're looking at what kind of happened here in the overnight Globex session here. We've been kind of holding up, right? We are kind of holding this trend here from the downside. We are continuing this trend here to the top side. And then we had this kind of falling wedge here, and we've broken above it. I was pretty close on taking a trade on the break above this wedge here, but with all the time of writing the morning memo and getting the stream ready to go, I decided against it. So I have no trades. I mean, I have no trades so far. Total profit, P&L, 0. So no trades so far this morning, but I do think that if the market has been holding up in this area, I mean, as long as we're kind of, we've been supporting in this area right now. It's been very strong in this area. Every single time we try to find sellers below that 37 level, we find buyers. And so we've just been kind of putting in higher lows here, and we've just been kind of punching up. 77 is a big level because that was kind of the resistance yesterday, but you can see we kind of punched through that. So if we're strong above 77, next level above that is basically 16,199.5 is the level that I have. But if we push above that, it's a high on that candle there. 99.75. Yeah, so it's basically 100 there. So, and what's the high on that one? 99.75. Whatever. We'll bump this one up. We can bump this one up a whole tick there. So 99.75. But yeah, I mean, this is the 30-minute chart. This is kind of the areas of interest that I'm watching here. We had a lot of, this whole area right here. This is a lot of indecision in this area. So if we can clear up and out of this area and start auctioning back towards 200, it would get very interesting and spicy today. It just comes down to whether or not we have willing full buyers in the supply. We kind of exhausted towards 200 yesterday. That's where we kind of left our foot off the gas, and the price action kind of skittered on lower. So we'll have to see what happens with the data. It's going to be out here in about 20 minutes. Good morning, Fister. Do you also have a TradingView monitor up for your indicators confirmations? Yeah, I got, this is it right here. This is TradingView. I also have a bunch of charts over here, some more charts over here, got a book map over here. I'm surrounded by screens. I will post on Instagram. I will post what my setup looks like, so you guys can kind of see what I'm working with here. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Let's see on the hourly what we're looking like here. Yeah, same kind of thing here on the hourly. That 50.25 level has been very, very strong, kind of holding up here lately. Anyone else's sim account millionaire? Billionaire, yeah. Mobisher wants to go long. Yeah, I do think that it's definitely, it's looking that way, right? Let's go into the 15-minute here. It's definitely looking that way. It's definitely trending to the top side. I would like to get this data out before I jump into a trade personally. Because, if I got a long off of 50, I'd be very comfortable, could run a stop down below 37. But, I wasn't at my terminal at the time, didn't end up getting that trade. So it is what it is. And that's the way that it's going to work out sometimes, And when we're up here kind of dancing around this 77.25 or 77.75 level, I don't want to jump into a trade just yet. If we're perking above that, I may end up missing the trade. I'm probably just going to wait for that newsprint and see how it reacts. We do have some overhead supply that we're going to have to deal with, however, supply up above 112, 132, 142. There is supply up at those levels, so we do have to punch through that. It just really depends. The other chart that looked really interesting to me is Apple. Let me go ahead and bring up Apple's chart here. I mean, this one, if you look here, we were talking about this a little bit yesterday, is that it's been kind of holding this lower area over the last few sessions. It's been holding that area there, and it's been very strong. We haven't been able to find sellers below that. We have interested buyers. So if we do break below 189, I talked about this yesterday. If we are confidently breaking below 189, there's a good chance that the market will roll, because Apple is the number one weight of the S&P 500 and the number one weight of the NASDAQ 100. So, given those factors, it's very interesting to use these levels kind of as confluence to make sure that you're keeping a close watch on these things, keeping track of the various components that make up the NAS if you're trading the NAS, or the S&P if you're trading the S&P. It's just very important to, have a pulse on these things. And this is why we post the levels every single day here in the Market Clubhouse Discord. And so that you can keep a keen watch on those things and make sure that you have them kind of in your back pocket, or even trade them. There's a lot of folks here in Clubhouse that actually trade a lot of these names. So, but yeah, that's what I'm going to be watching. We do have about 19 minutes until that kicks off. Good morning, Craig. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Nike. Good morning, Caesar. Otter says, waiting to see how Apple does when the Vision Pro launches. This could be very, very interesting. They're definitely betting on augmented reality to be a big part of the future. I think when technology catches up with it, you guys have to remember, if you go back and you watch, I was an original adopter of the iPhone 1. Good morning, Bartholomew. Great to have you with us. So, I was one of the early adopters. I got the original iPhone when it first came out. And I don't know if you folks remember how slow that thing was. It was very slow. It didn't have the capabilities that we have now. The front-facing camera didn't come, I believe, until the iPhone 3 or 3G. There's a lot of things that were added to it over time. And if you go back and you look at it didn't even have apps. It didn't have an app store, obviously. It had the baked-in apps, and it was running on sort of this type of version of Mac OS 10 back at the time when it was released. And so if you're looking at the technology and how much we've changed from the iPhone then to the iPhone now, obviously we've gone through multiple iterations of it. So looking at the Vision Pro now and thinking that, it's an early piece of kit, kind of like how the Apple Watch, the very first one came out, very early piece of kit. It's going to be interesting to see how that evolves, and if the world does meander through that. And if we had, let's just say that we had wearables that, that you couldn't even feel, that maybe you had a wearable that projected somewhere on your body that projected a laser into your eye that, gave you a screen, a heads up display, or whatever you want to call it. That could be interesting. The technology will eventually get there. We're definitely getting down in the size of microprocessors, and it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But we're getting closer to emerge on other new technologies. Yeah, Neuralink's another one. We're getting further and further along. So it just really depends on, if there's a need for it. Being all interconnected and everything through phones, everybody kind of wanted that. So there was a need for it. You just never know if people are going to want a need to have. If I could have all of my screens here virtually and not have physical screens, and it's the exact same representation of what I'm looking at right now, that would be great. I would really like that. It takes off a lot of, I don't have to have these physical objects. So if we could have that, in any kind of space, let's just say you're traveling, you go to a hotel room, you pop on a headset or whatever the case, you have all your trading screens. Hey, that seems like a pretty good deal. We are perking up a little bit here. We are over 77 now. 77 3/4 is kind of that level. Like I said, I don't want to chase this long, but I do believe that, the market is looking strong here pre-print. SPY is actually perking up, but do remember, we do have a lot of room in the SPY here. Let me bring up SPY's chart. We do have a lot of room here to the top side, because you can remember that 458 was the level that we were tracking on SPY here yesterday, and we were watching for that to sort of perk out and hold above that, and that was coinciding sort of with 200s in the NAS. Where was that sort of on the E-mini here? Let's see. Right around looking for that 4,600 print. it kind of waffled around that and then kind of flushed down. So we had confluence across the board where we're looking at SPY 458, we're looking at ES 4600, we're looking at NQ 16,200. We had all of this confluence, and that's kind of where we exhausted buyers. And if you're just looking at this from an auction perspective, you have to remember, if you're trading and you're new to this, it's just numbers on a screen and you don't really think about this stuff. But if you've been doing this for long enough and you study auction theory, you got to understand that this is a live auction with real people in it. Obviously, a lot of these orders are directed by algorithms and machines, but that doesn't change that you have human influence that is making these decisions. And if we go up to these key levels and we run out of buyers at these key levels, well, there's not going to be any buyers to hold and support up the price. And so technically what we're doing when we're going up to these key levels, SPY above 458, ES running into 4,600, NASDAQ above 16,200, you have to imagine there's somebody sitting there in open outcry, which is how we used to do it in the pits. Somebody sitting there open outcry and they're saying, hey, I got 16,200s to buy. Did anybody want to buy these 16,200s? And, there's a couple of people that are buying them, 16,205. Anybody want to buy 210s? Nobody's buying 210s, 208s and a halfs. A couple people bought those. Then back down, 205s, nobody wants 205s, 200s, nobody wants 200s. And now before you know it, we're breaking 200s. It's a big psychological level of support. You have to think about this while the auction's taking place, and instead just looking at numbers on a screen, you have to understand that this is real directed orders by humans, even though they're executed by machines. There's either going to be a demand at that level or we're going to run out and exhaust like we did yesterday. And if we look at the NQ, that's exactly what happened. We were above those 200s and we just exhausted. We went straight down and everybody went to the sell side. And so now today, we're looking kind of in this gully here and people are saying, I want to sell. And then we have enough people who are stepping in and saying, no, I'm happy to buy that area. And eventually, you had so much interest in it, came back down, aggressive sellers coming in this area, and people are coming in again saying, no, we want to buy it. And that's where we're at right now. Sort of, we're at this kind of inference level of 77 3/4 right before pre-print. This is not random, right? You have to understand, none of this is random. This is a real live auction here. Good morning, BJ. It's all relative now. Tech advancement made it better over time. Just the quality went down. Add more AI to it, then it can detect us around to be more productive. That'd be very cool. Yeah. Craig says he's waiting for the NQ pullback to possibly ride along for 3 contracts. Very nice. So we are 12 minutes out here from the print. Good morning, Amato. Let's do a poll. Before we get this news print here. Does NQ, right now NQ is up 0.35%. So let's just say after the open, let's just say from here. Does NQ end the day up or down? And we'll do up, down, and then we'll do unchanged. There we go. So let's see what you guys think. The votes are anonymous, so don't be shy. Vote with honesty here. And after you hit that poll, make sure you hit that lucky like button, because when we get to 120 likes today, we will continue streaming to the open. We are pretty much halfway home there. V says, up in anticipation of Friday. I can't believe tomorrow's already Friday. It's wild to me. Seriously. I can't believe it. You should add, I have no clue to the poll. Well, that's, I guess, unchanged, but not really. But wow, a lot of people are bullish today. Look at this, 45 votes in. We're already at 56% are saying up. That's pretty bullish. Weeks are now days. It feels like it, right? I swear, it's crazy. I mean, we got, I wasn't trading for the 4 days for Thanksgiving. I didn't trade on Thanksgiving. I didn't trade on Friday. And then obviously Saturday, Sunday, I didn't trade Globex Sunday. It was nice, but I mean, Monday rolled around and I was like, what? Wow, really? Jeez. I default to unchanged. It loves to do everything just to do nothing. Yeah, if you look at like SPY yesterday, I mean, we're practically right where we were in the pre-market yesterday. I think the same rings true for the NQ as well. Tomorrow is New Year's. Yeah, I mean, it really feels like that, It's it has to do with time dilation. The older that you get, the more your time is dilated, because, when you're 5 years old, 1 year is 20% of your life. When you're 50 years old, it's 2% of your life. It's completely different. It's just the way time dilation works in your perception of time. So we are 40 likes away from being able to stream here live into the open. We'll at least get this newsprint out. That's going to be out in 10 minutes here. 2025 is here. Almost, right? I do wonder if that Apple device is actually going to make it to be released in Q1 of next year. I mean, I know that they had some supply chain issues with some of the materials that they were looking for that. So it'll be interesting to see if that's going to be the case, if they're actually going to have that, if they're going to have those issues. They said March. Yeah. I mean, you'll never know. Apple's usually good with release dates, but they may release a limited run. It could be, Apple's really good at not releasing garbage. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people in here that would disagree with me, but they're good at releasing decent quality products for the most part, right? There's my exit, right? there's my trump card out. But for the most part, they do release pretty high quality products, but it'd be interesting to see if they actually, released a real dud of a product. Yeah, they are. They're competing with Meta. Meta's new Quest 3, I guess, is getting rave reviews. I don't know if anybody out there has been using it, but it's been getting really good reviews. And there's another trader that I saw posted some virtual screens on it, and the resolution seems pretty good. There's a lot of advancements that are going off in that technology right now. And as battery technology improves, being able to power that headset with lighter, stronger batteries that last for longer, that'll be good too. I guess the weight causes a lot of issue. I was an early adopter of the original Oculus, and that thing was really cool. The first time that I ever tried that thing. Very, very cool. Meta's new AR gear is much cheaper and actually good. Yeah, I believe that they had the Quest Pro that came out, and they're using the same Quest Pro lenses in the latest Quest 3. And I think that the Quest 3 is priced rather competitively. It's pretty cheap. It's not super expensive, where I think the Apple one is going to be like $3,500, which again, it's like having a laptop though, right? It's essentially like you're buying a laptop, but without the screen. The screen is the display. Used to use an Oculus 2 to do VR racing. Looking forward to running a 3. Nice. I also ran whatever it was, either an Oculus or an Valve Index. One of those things in a simulator that had motion in it, and that was a really wild experience. Although something was wrong with the hands, because when I got out of it, I was using it for like 30 minutes, and when I got out of it, my depth perception was off. So when I look at my hands, they felt like they were further away from me than they actually were, because when I was racing, I could see my hands in the display. So yeah, it was totally weird. It's totally kooky. So 77 3/4 here is kind of showing some resistance. And that is kind of, if we're looking at yesterday here, we had that kind of topping resistance, but that doesn't mean that on this print that we can't just blast straight through that level. And to the top side targets, we're looking at 16,100, 112, 132, 142, 173. And remember, on an extreme print like this, we can cover a lot of ground. We can have a 100 handle print. I mean, it depends on what the actual print is. We do have jobless claims. So if jobless claims came in super, super high, there's a lot of people out of work, and then the PCE numbers come in that inflation is dropping tremendously. I mean, this could be a 200 handle print if everything is perfect, right? If everything comes out in an insane way, it could be a 200 handle print, or it could be a complete dud. Everything comes in line with the estimates, and let's say that more people are in work than out of work, which is not good for the Fed, because that means inflation will kind of be sticky. These are the things that you have to think about before the print comes out here. So the personal income and spending data is expected here in 5 minutes, just about. Personal income is expected at 0.2%, which is 10 basis points lower than the prior print of 0.3%. Personal spending at 0.2% versus a 0.7% prior. So personal income down 10 basis points, personal spending down 50 basis points. That's huge. And we're looking at the deflator month over month at 0.1%, 30 basis points lower. And year over year, 3.0%, which is 40 basis points lower. I mean, these are pretty big estimates, actually. So it'll be very interesting to see if that is the print that comes out. Estimates are already pretty lofty estimates. For the jobless claims, we're looking at a 218,000 read, continuing claims at 1.87 billion. No, why is that saying billion? Million. That's supposed to be million. We have 1.87 billion people out of work. I don't know why they have this. They actually miswrote that, but it's a 1.87 million claims are on the expectation. Can you imagine? We got 1.87 billion people out of work. Population just exploded overnight. I don't know if you read the news, but now we are we're up above 2 billion, and yeah, China's out of job. So yeah, we got the print in here in less than 5 minutes. Make sure you guys are bathroom breaks are in. Make sure you're ready for the print. This one could be a doozy. So let's see. Let's hope for the best. DK says Oculus gave me vertigo. Good morning, DK. Yeah, same. Yeah, it's the longer that you spend time in it. I had VR sickness, is what they call it. I had VR sickness after I used it for an extended period of time, and you know, it's not for everybody. There's some people who can spend hours and hours and hours in VR and have no sickness whatsoever. If PCE is hot, how do I expect the market to respond? It's going to go down. But again, we're looking at 3 prints here. If we don't have confluence across the board, it'd be a mixed print. If we do have confluence across the board, one way or another, market should rocket or drop like a rock. Bathroom break? No, I'm good. I'm good for now. So probably be after the print and before the market opens. All right, so we are 3.5 minutes here. Hit that lucky like button. I don't make the rules here, but I've heard a rumor that if you hit that like button, you have a green day. I don't make the rules. This is just what I heard. So we are confidently above 80 now. 77 3/4 is kind of that line in the sand that we are watching here. So would you guys prefer, if I do end up taking a trade on this, do you guys prefer that I have Ninja Trader up when I'm taking that trade, or do I continue to have it up? You can still see the P&L and whatever my entry is and how many contracts I have above my head. But would you guys prefer Ninja, or would you guys prefer Trading View? Ninja. Okay, cool. Roger that. We'll do Ninja then. Got it. Feels a bit more pro. Well, just commit these lines to memory or add them into your own chart here. Commit all these these lines to memory. So we'll have to see if we get a nice print here, something that's potential that we could trade. Again, I mean, the way that the structure is setting up here, it can go either way for me. We are at this topping level here of 77 3/4. We could have a dip low to 50, scooping up some liquidity, and then run it right through 77. So we will have to see here. Long at 74, stop above break even. Good luck to you there, Trader Mark. Good luck to you. Yeah, I would have liked to be long at 50. If I was long at 50, my stop would probably be right around 37. So I'd be having, 13-point stop. And, that's not a big risk on one lot, $260. Or we can flush it to 14,000. Yeah, I'd have to have one crazy print for that to happen. But, hey, never discount anything in this market. This is a big print. So Redfin out with a note here. New listings are up 6% during 4 weeks to November 26th. The biggest year-over-year uptick in 2 years. Uh-oh. That's not good. Some listings are up. Uh-oh. People want to sell their houses. I wonder why. Uh-oh. A lot of people that foolishly got into adjustable rate mortgages instead of getting fixies when the rates were so low. That's insane to me. I'm sorry if you did that, but that's insane. Getting an ARM instead of getting a fixie is kind of crazy. What, do you think the rates were going to go to negative? Come on. Crazy. Those rates were so incredibly low. All righty. So let's see here. We have less than a minute. We're inside a minute, folks. Good luck. Let's have a good, nice, favorable print here for the market. Up or down, I call that favorable either way. Let's just get some nice volatility to trade here. Trader Mark, your trade is looking good so far. All right, my hand is on the execution button here. Good luck, everybody. 30 seconds now, 30 seconds. All right, we're going to go switch over to Ninja Trader so I don't have to delay here. Ten seconds, everybody. Good luck. 10 seconds. 0.2%, so in line with expectations for personal income. Personal spending, hold on, jobless claims, 218, in line. I'm going long here. Terrible fill. Terrible, terrible fill. Stopped out there. Terrible, terrible fill. Stopped out in the initial whip. Made 30 bucks. Nice work there, Trader Mark. So we got a terrible fill there on that push up towards 100. Got to fill at 95. Just garbage print. Stopped out. So quick little loss on that one. Let's see if we hold this 77-ish area. Watching. Kind of a nothing burger across the board here. PCE deflator came in at 0.0%, so 10 basis points cooler. That's kind of the silver lining of all of these prints here. Personal spending in line, continuing claims a little bit higher here. I'm going to take that long here at the 80s. Run my stop. I like where my stop is, actually. So long here. Looking for us to hold these 80s. I'm going to do a small ad here, actually. Seeing this holding. I want to see this hold 77. It's kind of the area I'm watching. Little pop. I want to see this strong above 85. Might sweep down here and get stopped out. Let's see. Looking a little heavy. We might get stopped out here. I'm actually adding right there because we're holding these 70s. And I don't have to risk much down to my stop where my stop is. So I'd be happy to get stopped out here. I'm really not risking that much more on the position by adding a lot down there. Yeah, it's still looking heavy there. See if these 70s hold. Right there is where I want to have my stop. Seeing if we get back above 75 here. There is some overhead supply there up above 75. I want to see if we tap into that. We do have some liquidity ran down towards 61 as well. So Fed Williams is going to be speaking as well here. He is going to be updating the GDP forecast. Yeah, it's still kind of weak here. We might just get stopped out. And stopped out there. So taking a loss there. We may have ran our stop just a little bit too tight. I teased it down a little bit. I didn't want to run it all the way down below 60. If we break this this wedge here to the downside, I will be interested in taking this short and then potentially looking for the break below 50. So let's see here. Right now, we're kind of bouncing at the VWAP at 58. Yeah, we just ran our stop a little bit too tight, perhaps here. Seeing if this is a weak bounce here. Meta rolling over just a touch. Can we get confidently back above this 70 area? Watching this area right there. Seeing if we're exhausting to the buy side at all. If we are, I'm wanting to take this short to the downside for a breach down through that 50 area, possibly sweeping the 37. But if we are kind of bouncing here at these 60s, there is some liquidity back above at 80 that we might be looking at entertaining here. Dixie caught a bit on the print, might impede the cues. Yeah, it's kind of softening up though. That's the thing. I could take this again and run a pretty tight stop here. I'm just looking. Volume is coming down a little bit too as well. All right, I'm going to try a short here. I want to see this weak below 60 now. So we have the VWAP at 58. Watching here at 65. Volume is a little bit low. I'm seeing SPY a little bit weaker here. Still some sell side pressure. I want to see if they can take control of this, however. See if they're weak into these 70s or not. All right, I'm just going to cover that there. A little bit too strong into those 70s. So if this is going to hold this bounce and we're going to encroach back above 77, I want to look to confidently take this long here. Yeah, right now we kind of touched into the VWAP and it is kind of holding. Volume is tremendously low here, so I want to be watching my volume on this. So I want to see what happens here at 75. If we do firm up a little bit at 75, because I'm seeing now tech across the board is firming up just a little bit here. SPY is kind of rebounding. But volume is still a little bit lower than I'd like it to be. So I'm just watching how it's skittering around here. Seeing if these 70s want to hold. I'm going to take that long, actually. And I'm going to trail my stop pretty tight here. Okay, back up through 75. Adding into that there. Watching for this break above 80. We do have some liquidity right above 80 that we should slam into here. And it stopped out. I was trying to get that perk right above 80, trying to slam that right into those 80s there, but unfortunately got stopped out. Trying to run bigger size too. And it still is firming up. I just think I could run this. If I run it with smaller size, I think that we can last in this position here with a stop down towards 70 or so. So I'm moving my stop down around towards the 66 3/4 area. So we have a volume shelf right at 80. If we breach above that, we have room up to 90. And then we can potentially entertain a trade up towards 100. Morning, Wiz. How you doing? So watching here up towards 75. Good morning, Jello. I do like how these 70s are kind of bouncing here. I'm actually going to add into that. Oh, we got the, there we go. All right, stopped out there. Probably just going to wait now until we get to towards the market open here. It is kind of, it's lower volume. We are just kind of waffling around here. And I am trying to catch, the upper and lower ends of this range. We did have kind of a weak bounce towards 80, but things are kind of solidifying up. So it might be best to just kind of wait here until Mr. Williams comes on. He's going to be on in, I think, 10 minutes here. Let's see when Williams is speaking. Let's see here, check our schedule. So Williams is going to be speaking right at 9:05. So we're about 15 minutes out from that. And that should definitely add some volatility into this. They are talking about cuts right now in 2024, deeper cuts. Watching this here. I'm actually going to take that long again. There's a big buyer that showed up right there at 65. Huge buyer that showed up at 65. Seeing if we reclaim above here, 75. I'm adding into that actually. Seeing if 75 holds. And we get that encroachment back above 80. Chunky up towards 80 here. Watching on this pullback towards 75. Seeing if we're holding this 75 here. Watching for buyers to step up and then potential breach above 80. We are kind of holding here at the VWAP. A little weakness down there below 75. Seeing if this is going to hold into the 70s now. Yeah, it's still defending 77 pretty hard here. I want to see if we get a little bit of a bounce here. Some bids firming up towards 70. And then I can flip out some contracts here towards 77. I'm actually going to add into that for this push towards 75 now. See a big buyer showing up here at 75. Nice perk up. Taking 3 off there at 80. Another 3 out. I'm going to move my stop on the remaining 4. Taking out 1 more there. One more out. Let's run these final 2 up. We have a volume shelf sitting up there at 90 now. I'm going to trim my stop a little bit tighter here too. Big seller showing up at 85. So seeing if we hold these 80s now. My stop's right at 78.5. I'm running 1 more off there. We're kind of waffling. This guy at 85 is looking pretty sketch here. He's looking pretty strong. And stopped out there. Yeah, there's a player that stepped in at 85. So I was definitely wary about him a little bit, that he could potentially, scare the price back down. That's why I started layering out of that a little bit. But we did get that nice perk back up. We did hold those 70s. So adding into that was definitely the right move there. Watching here now if the 80s are going to hold. SPY is perking up. Looks like things have kind of bottomed out here. Things will get speedy if we get back above 100. John Williams is going to be speaking in about 17 minutes here, so that's what we're watching for. And let's see if we got enough likes here. Checking the... We are at 120 likes. We did it. We did it. Kirk says he scalped $580 in a combine account on that one. Nice work. Very, very nice. So 80s again are holding. We're pushing up towards that liquidity at 85 now. Kind of want to wait for Williams to come out because volume is kind of subsiding here. I did get the scalp I wanted there to the top side. P&L right now we are sitting at down $3,000. So up 310 in an express funded account and max loss in one of my combine accounts. So that's what we're sitting at right here. So this is the lay of the land right here. So one of the express funded accounts, $310, and then one of my combines down $3,200. XFA is all that matters. Yeah, I mean, I take riskier trades on the combines, but then where trades where I think that we're going to get nice resolution, that's usually where I'm taking that in the XFA accounts. So we are flushing back down here. That's why I was covering into that push. We are coming back down. It's very thin. It's tough to trust this liquidity here. Combines are for the party trades. Yeah, I mean, when you guys see me busting out like, 15 lots, you can probably assume that it's in a combine on a thinner market, That's usually what it is. Curious, do you know when Top Step is going to have another $11 deal or reset? They'll probably not do that $11 deal for a hot minute, but they are going to have a free reset on Top Step TV coming up either today or tomorrow. So that's what you want to be looking out for there. Using your Top Step X, I got access yesterday, and I like it a lot. There's a lot of people that have been really liking Top Step X. I traded a little bit here on stream, but I haven't really gone back and traded it. I trade with trailing stops. I like to trail my stops in my positions, and that's something that you can't do yet on Top Step X. But when they have that all done and dusted, that's when I'm going to be using it again. So I haven't really used it all that much because, to be honest, I can't pass it because if I pass it, it's just going to sit there and wait. But even if I did pass it and it became an XFA, I personally wouldn't, in its current state, want to be trading off of it because it's not conducive to my trading style. That's all. I love that. Combines are for party trades. 915 in the gains off the 665 bounce there. Nice work there, Bartholomew. Still holding in the long, over holding due to sizing. Yeah, it's a little wonky. MP is angry now. Can you save your resets? It depends. So if they give you a free reset, they usually say, you have to use it by this time. So you have to use it by this day or this week. Passed that 150K combine yesterday too. Nice work there, Alfred. Way to go. So we'll see if we have any trades here on Williams and what he has to say. Right now, total choppy nothing burger out of that print. We are seeing, a couple of the tech names kind of rolling over here after we were touching above those 80s and kind of exhausting. So if we do come back down here, we are breaking these lows. I could see the price skittering on down towards 50 and a quarter. I want to look at a really nice measured setup going into this. And since we have Williams speaking here in, what is this going to be? 13 minutes now. It's going to be very volatile when he starts speaking because he's going to be speaking on the global economy. What is your criteria to size up on a trade? It depends. I mean, if I see a look that I like and I'm looking for a scalp, if I'm looking for a scalp, generally speaking, if my risk is tight enough, I'll probably layer into that pretty heavily. If I'm looking for a small resolution, on longer, large resolution trades, I can have a wider stop but have less lots on. So it all depends on what the trade setup is. And I usually try to discuss that before I have a trade on. So now we're getting that flush that I was originally looking for when we were shorting earlier. We're touching those 60s now. We're running into the VWAP. If this is weak below the 50s, we do have room down to 37. Point of control actually has moved here on my book map to 60 and a quarter here. Yeah, long for VWAP looks tasty. It's just a little bit heavy. I'm looking over at all of these market components right now. It's just looking heavy. This is the original flush that I was looking for back when we traded this right into that 60 level and it bounced pretty hard. So we just didn't have enough liquidity there to get to the top side, unfortunately. So this might be something that I'd be looking to take short here, actually. I'm just watching to see how this interacts with the 50s because 50 is a huge level of resistance. If I was short here, I'd be looking to peel off lots into this 50. But right now, tech is just rolling over. SPY is running into the VWAP here at 456. Bouncing right there. Did you, Alfred, did you get your credentials there on that 150K to your XFA? Did you get that all registered? Did you get your certificate and all that for passing? It's always exciting when you pass a combine and go into the XFA. There we go. We are running down now towards that 50. We just broke the VWAP on the SPY. So watching here around 50. I would expect that we would get a bounce here at 50. And then if it's a weak bounce, we could potentially short into this. Bonds rotated down. Dixie's seeing a bid. Thank you there, Jay. Appreciate that. And DK, thank you very much. So look at that. Bouncing right at that 50 level, as expected. Running right into that 50. Let's drop it into the 5 here. Yeah, I originally wanted this short here for that break of the 60s, running into that 50. I levered it up into that, and that's kind of what got me jammed up on that one position. This is my third time passing, so no certificate this time. I'm waiting on the credentials. Congratulations there, Alfred. Awesome. The more you pass, the easier it gets. The more you pass those combines, the easier it gets. Just the way it works. Can't wait to get my certificate to print and hang above my place's entrance. That's the idea, right? There you go. So we did get a little bit of a bounce here. If we are weak into this 60 level, I will be potentially looking at shorting this here. And we're kind of looking to see if it bounces up towards that trend at all. I mean, it's not. We got Williams coming on. I might take a bathroom break before Williams, get a new Celsius. That's kind of where my head's at right now. And then once Williams comes on, then we can kind of trade around what he has to say. How do we feel about that? Up about 450 to 500 on 5 accounts. Off to bed. Thanks, boss. All right, Evan. Nice work. Way to go. Yeah, I'm thinking a little bit of a bathroom break here. That's what I am considering. My favorite is that Top Step asks you to put the funded certificate in your LinkedIn. Yeah. Risk management being one of the keys keeps me from doing it, though. I don't want to be disingenuous. Oh, that's hilarious. So let's see if we get this break below 50. I mean, it's looking pretty heavy here. So SPY is right there at the EMAs. I kind of want to take this short and then hit a little restroom break here. If I fail my combine, do I still get a free reset, and will they bill me on that reset? Yeah, if you do not cancel your rebill, if you don't go into your account settings and cancel the rebill, they will reset your account if you've blown it on the next month that you get billed for it. Celsius is short from 56. Nice work there. Looks like you caught that bounce, that short bounce there. That was very nice. And it's still looking tremendously heavy here. I might curtail the bathroom break until John Williams has his spiel here, and then right before open, that's probably when I'll do it. Do you feel like you've gotten comfortable trading on stream? I feel like it would add another level to my trading with mental psychology. I don't know. You guys tell me. Do you guys enjoy the stream here? I try to be as transparent as possible. I know there's other streamers out there, and you have a choice of who you get to watch here in the morning, so I do appreciate you guys sharing your mornings with me. Dwayne says, I easily pass the combines, but then I keep nuking my XFAs. Stick with it. It'll stick. It'll stick. I promise you. You just got to keep on sticking with it. So there we are. Stubborn 50s here. Stubborn 50s. Still bouncing. I'm going to drop this into the 1 minute so we can get really granular. Look at this. Stubborn 50s still bouncing here. We're not even entertaining a sweep of liquidity below that, surprisingly. So some strong buyers here into those 50s. Decently low volume, actually. So I'm happy with holding off right now. I've been looking to start live stream day trading. I feel like it holds a level of accountability. That is true. It definitely does. But it definitely, to answer your question, who asked that? Trader Page. To answer your question, it definitely does add a level of difficulty. There is a lot going on that you kind of have to manage. I noticed that I need to trade lower contracts in the combines because they limit you for a while in the XFAs. That's a good thing, too. On the 150K, they start you out with 3 contracts. It'll stick is the motto of the journey. I love that. All right, breaking the 50s now. Wow, look at that. Oh my goodness, we're not looking at rate cuts at all. I got to take that short. Sorry. Yeah, I got to take that short. He said we're not looking at rate cuts at all. Wow. Okay. That's Fed's Daily. Not thinking about rate cuts at all. She's a non-voter. It's Mary Daly. I thought it was John Williams. Golly, come on. they bamboozled me on that squawk. I thought that was Williams speaking early. It's Mary Daly. She just said that they're not thinking about rate cuts at all right now. Mary Daly. She's got puts, by the way, if you didn't know. I mean, I thought that was Williams saying that. That's why I rushed into that short there. And market still hates it, so. We should take our time right now, remain vigilant, and act prudently. Okay. I was on that drop, hopefully to the short side there. Man, I wish I had my original short now. I really do. I really wish that I was feathering that short there from those 80s. Let's see if these 40s are holding. Look at this. We slammed right into that 37 here, by the way. There's my Ninja Trader. We slammed right into that 37 level, and we are kind of bouncing. I'm actually going to move my stop down just in case we get a huge perk up on some other. If John Williams comes on and he's like, yeah, we're looking at rate cuts. I don't know what this Mary Daly lady's saying. Can you imagine? They're at war with each other. Yeah, we're looking at rate cuts right around the corner. I think, Williams is a voter too. I heard yesterday Fed said there still might raise next meeting. That's why it drops yesterday. Let's see. Let's look at what the money markets are pricing in here. Let's see. 96% of percent chance of a pause. So I don't think there was enough Fed speak to move the needle. Yeah, Williams is fading her. That's right. All right, 40s are still weak here. I mean, SPY's dropping. I got to add a second lot into that. I mean, we got room down to 16,010. We got 28 more points here of room. I really kind of want to add into this here. I got to add into that. We're still pretty weak here. Appreciate your balanced approach. Maturity and positive attitude really don't need any redheads drama. Hey, you said it, not me. All right, so if we're weak below 37 here, I mean, I got to trail my stop actually pretty tight here in case we get that pop right back above. I don't want to lose too much on this in case we do get that pop. Because we're right at 37. If we flush 37s, I mean, this thing will get violent here to the downside. And I really kind of want to get kooky with this thing. I'd really like to slam it. I'd really like to, if we're weak below 37. John Williams is coming on though, so I feel like, I might have to cover a little bit here. Watching here right at these 40s. Yeah, the comments you guys had, really, really funny. Stopped out at your trail at 40 and a half. Yeah, I'm about to get stopped out here at 44. I just want to see if I can feather in a little bit more for a perk back down. But they are solidifying these bids here at 37. So I might have a swing and a miss here, but let's see. I want to add into this if we're weak below 40 again for that pushback down. There's some liquidity stacked up at 50 though. They might swipe first. But this is why we use stops. Still just kind of holding 38 here, 39. Yeah, it's holding here. Might just get stopped out. I got to move my stop, actually. I want to go to 46 and a half in case they there's a little shelf at 45 that they might clear first. I'm willing to risk it to get the biscuit on this one. All right, Williams should be speaking anytime soon here. See if they tap this liquidity at 45 without swiping up at 46.5. I'm adding into that there. They tap 45. 41. Big bidder showing up there. Trying to get a little bit scalpy. Let's see if we break through this 41 bidder. Testing this 41 area. Definitely lower volume too. So watching for this 40 flush here. We're right at that trend line. For week below 40, I like this a lot. Apple announcing a partnership with Amcor. It might perk a little bit on that. I'm just keeping an eye out here. Watching for this weakness below 40 here. Still a couple buyers interested at that 40 level. Kind of producing a little bit of a volume shelf, but below that we have curtains below 40. Some nice sellers coming in here. Tapping into that. 37 again, big level. See if we have enough sellers to break through this buyer at 37. Not yet. Market says not yet. We're back to those 40s again. We do have some liquidity stacked at 29. I think we will entertain. It's just a matter of whether or not we can get through this 37 player first. Yeah, buyers back above 40 there. Watching for this 40 encroachment once more. Where's this Fed speaker? We need that manipulation. Yeah, he's not. I'm not getting any squawks about him right now. So we're just looking for this weakness to persist below 40 here, and then that encroachment below 37. I want a big sweep below 37 for this. Yeah, still some bidders showing up here at 45s, 43s, 42s. We're only speaking at 9:15. I had 9:05 on my schedule, so he should be up pretty soon here. See if they take this offer at 43. If they do, I'd probably skitter out at least a third of my position here. Seeing if they want this or not. Watching here at 40s. Yeah, somebody's interested at the 40s right now. Decent sized buyer. Now they're down at the 41s here. Yeah, they're taking them. Now I'm going to cover a little bit of the position. And we're not getting that break yet. So covered 2/3 there. We're just not getting that break yet. I still have my stop in the same spot here. We're still not getting that break that I'm looking for. I want to see violence below 40 and then that retest of 37. Just have to time this right here. So I'm watching here at 40 again. Yeah, they're just holding it up. So right now, 37, kind of a double bottom here. We're going to probably get stopped out. Yeah, stopped out there. So double bottom now kind of at 37. We're looking at trading view here. Go to the 5-minute. You know, we do have kind of this tripling bottom, quadruple bottom, quintuple bottom, whatever you want to call it here. And we are kind of holding this trend line here. I was looking for that flush below 37 because we did have room down below. We do have some liquidity down there that's interesting. So we are pushing back up here. Let's see if we reclaim the 50s. 50 is that key level. If we are having trouble at the 50s here, we'd definitely look at popping this back on short for a reject back down for that test of 40. But I am happy that we got stopped out of the position for now. So originally said 905 and it changed to 915. Let me see if I have that on my schedule as well. And it's still showing 905 on my end. All right, let's see if this holds around 50 now, because we're back sort of in this key level. We did have that flush down violently from 77, well, 80s down to 37. So a lot of excursion there to the downside. Financial juice shows 915. Okay, gotcha. So if they're capping off 50s here, I do want to look at taking this short. We do have a bounce right now out of everything, but very, very weak bounces here. Yeah, extremely, extremely weak bounces. Nice work there. Celsius lever out at 46. I'm going to try that short again here. Keep my stop up towards that area there. Adding into that here. Looking for this encroachment back towards the 40s. Yeah, because that bounce was kind of weak there, looking across the board. So right now, 50s are holding, kind of line in the sand there. My stop's at 52.25, so we could take a little bit of heat on this one. This is the mini NQ, not the micros that we're trading here. Powell speaks tomorrow. Yes, at 11. So we will be streaming that live in the Discord. And I don't know if we'll do it on YouTube, maybe if we get enough likes, but if there's enough interest, but we'll definitely be streaming that live in the Discord there. All right, so let's see if these 50s reject again. Our stop is at 52.25. This is what we're looking at right here. So 50s holding for a second here. And we're getting a little bit of a bounce here out of tech. But if 50s are holding, we could get that swipe up, get stopped out. If that's going to be the case, that's just perfectly fine because then we can reposition ourselves. How many evals have I blown over the years? I mean, who knows, right? I don't really keep track of that. I've only been trading on Top Step though for a few months. It's only been a few months that I've been trading on Top Step. I've been using my own money for years. Okay, so Williams is speaking. I'm actually going to add into that. Let's see if we get this encroachment down towards the 40s again. This is the most restrictive that we've been in 25 years. Current monetary policy is quite restrictive. We are at or near peak interest rates. We will be continuing to be data dependent. I need to see 45 break here. Rates are at or near the peak, so that's actually not so great. Can we hold below the 50s here? They're putting up offers and we're swiping them, so there are some sellers here present. He said that we could hike again. Don't have enough fingers or toes to calculate how many I'm blowing. So let's see here if we're going to encroach back below 45. Okay, there are sellers present here. We just need to see sellers strong below 45 here. So some bids there at 44. See if we get through this bidder at 43 now. Okay, big sellers stepping in here, but do they have the strength to get through this 43 area? Big area of contact here. Still some nice sellers present. There we go. Nice flush here. Watching here now at the 40s. Big buyer at the 40s here as expected. This is the lower end of the shelf. So if we break this lower end of the shelf, it will get speedy. You can see here on TradingView, this is right at the trend line that we have. So big bounce there at 40. Not exactly what I want to see. Colossal bounce there. The big buyer showing up with 200 contracts there at that 40 level. Now seeing if we can actually sell through this 45. All right, we're 13 minutes here from the open. Sellers are kind of exhausting here, unfortunately. We do have the Chicago PMI out at 9:45 today as well. So let's see if we can get back below 45 here. There are a couple sellers present here, but we need to see persistence. We need to be seeing this tapping below those 40s again. So that's what I'm watching for here on this flush and this pullback. Want to see some sell side strength coming through below 45. So I'm just watching the time and sales here, Savage. Watching the time and sales, watching the size of these orders, either hitting the bid or the ask. Trying to determine whether or not these sellers are drying up. We're going to be encroaching on these 40s again. Actually going to peel off 5 into the bid if they entertain this. So 5 out on the bid there. Now I want to see if we're weak below 40s. We're still not breaking this 40 level yet. Okay, so an ask just went up at 43.25. If we don't swipe that, I want to hold out this for longer. Now it's looking like we're going to get heavy here below the 40s. And then the question is if we get weak below 37. That's where things get very speedy here. So there's below 37. Can we get the speed? Can we get the momentum to the downside? Can we see that violence? Thanks, Rips was down 500, now up a little on the day. Very nice. Way to go. So we're just swiping again right below that 37 area. I'm covering 5 lots right there. I'm just going to cover there. Yeah, it's very choppy, very choppy. I'm going to wait for the open until we get some better resolution there. If we get that flush there below, you know, we kind of basically hit the same hourly low here. You can see that we tapped into that area, basically hit that same hourly low. It's just very choppy in this area. Lower volume, so we'll wait for the market open here. So let's see here. The vote said 52% are saying up, 36% are saying down, and 12% are saying unchanged here. So very, very exciting. Guys, make sure that if you're new here, make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the stream. When we get to 2,000 subs, we are going to be giving away a Top Step Combine, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then as well, if you don't follow me already over on Twitter and Instagram, you can find me there. My handle is going to show up right down there. It's at Selling Rips. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, and I post some behind the scenes stuff there on Instagram, and you can get a look into my life behind the trading. What is the indicator with the red and green lines? That is the hourly high and hourly low there. It's amazing how you read market and bookmap. I've been reading bookmap. We talked about this yesterday for well over 10,000 hours. I've been using bookmap for a very, very long time. Scott says, first time watching, good stuff. Thanks for being here, Scott. Appreciate everybody here showing up. Yeah, we're pushing right back up to these 50s here. I don't like this consolidation range. I thought we would have broken out there on Williams speaking, but it wasn't soft enough to move the markets to the south side there. Are you using the Dome Pro on the bookmap? No, I don't use that one, but I should actually. I've been meaning to actually do that. It's one of the things on my list to use that. I'm just using the good old-fashioned time and sales. Bookmap is clutch. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's an amazing tool. Look at this. We are pushing right back up here. It's insane. We are pushing right back up to 50 and a quarter. It's just this garbage choppy range here. Best trade of the day was that short off the 80s. We were trying to long for that approach. We got a little snack. We got a little taster. Just a little tasty snack there, but nothing too crazy. So we'll be waiting for the market to open here. It's going to be opening in 8 short minutes. Please make sure that you are calm, cool, and collected before the market opens. I am going to go get another Celsius and hit my quick restroom break. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back with you folks here in just a moment. Alrighty. We are back, folks. We are back. Today's flavor of the day for Celsius is, come on, focus. There we go. This is Fantasy Vibe. This is the Sparkling Mandarin Marshmallow. We are still not sponsored here, by the way. We're not sponsored by Celsius yet. So if anybody out there that is listening right now that has a connection with Celsius, please let me know, because would love to have a Sponsorship by Celsius on the stream here. Alrighty. We got, there's that 5-minute liquidity injection. We are ready to go here. Got my combines ready to trade. I'm probably going to trade combines. I'm still up $310 here in my XFA. I'm going to be trading my combine here. See if we can make some magic happen off the open here. And good luck to everybody here out there in YouTube land and in Discord. We do have less than 5 minutes till the open. Are all Celsius drinks sparkling? No, actually they're not. There's another flavor I have in my office fridge here. There's another flavor that I have that I love, which is the peach mango iced tea, not carbonated. I mean, gosh, if there's anybody watching from Celsius, I will make your product look amazing. Good skills today, Rips. Yeah. Hey, and by the way, this is just to preface this with something. If you see me taking 50 lots in something, doesn't mean you have to take 15 lots. I often size into things some days, and I'll go a little bit crazy because I'm a gunslinger. I'm a momentum trader. You can often find that, we'll go green in a position. You don't have to be taking the same lots I do, the same entries, the same exits. In fact, you should never be copy trading me. You should be trading your own ideas, of course. But when you're watching me, we're green often in these positions. Take some profit for yourself. Trade your plan. Don't trade my plan, right? We can all be profitable together if you're trading your plan, right? The horse method, exactly. Giddy up. You saddle up Sally and you just throw a bunch of lots on. You really helped me out in my trading journey. I would like to thank you for that. Thanks, BJ. Thanks for being here. Have you ever tried XS? I haven't. I've been there, though. Been to XS in Vegas many, many times. I think I was there for opening night. Marketing 101 by Rips. Yeah, so we got 3 minutes now. 3 minutes here until the market opens. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Still short. Nice work there, Rockmoney, Celsius lover. It is the horse method. It is the saddle up Sally. Let's freaking go 15 lots long. Let's use your entries to confirm mine. Yeah, there you go. I don't know why my bleep button didn't work. I said f***ing. There we go. All right, making sure it's working. For sometimes the AI doesn't pick up when I say or Let's go XS. LOL, I need a Vegas trip. All right, we are 2 minutes now. 2 minutes away from the open. Alrighty. Look at this. We're flushing right back below those 37s. Shorts now are looking very, very spicy. If you ask what plan you might not want to be trading. Wow, still short. Beautiful, beautiful trade there, Celsius lover. I'm getting better at reading price next to Rips. The way he sees levels and if they break or not is very interesting. Thank you, Otter. XS has an energy drink, mango, pineapple, guava. It's money. I got to try that out, Savage. Thank you for the recommendation. So we're below 37 here. Down to the downside here, we have liquidity down to 16,010. That is, I want to short this. I think that we could rip right back up and gather some liquidity there to the top side. So let's see how the market unfurls here. I probably want to chill a little bit here off the open. I need 100 more to pass an eval. Good luck to you there, Celsius lover. Good morning, Dylan. Short at 91. Wow, nice trade there, Amato. Still short for 43. You love to see it. I love it, guys. Very nice. Just pass it with that short. There you go. Nice work there, Celsius lover. Very nice. Alrighty, we're inside 1 minute. 1 minute. Make sure you guys slam that lucky like button. That's how we all have a green day today. Good luck to everybody. Look at all these bid stacks here. Down below 37. Man, oh man, the timing I had today was just totally off. I really wish I had my 15 lot short still on this bad dogger below 37. Good luck to everybody. Good luck. 30 seconds to go. The market timer is right down here if you want to see how close you are synced up to the market time and my stream. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, this is really rolling over now. See if we get any kind of perk here. Any kind of perk at all. Two seconds here. Good luck, everybody. Oh, wow. This is heavy. I'm going to take that short. This is very, very heavy here. Looking for this break below 20 now. Beautiful flush there below 20. Can we hold this flush? I'm covering that there. So yeah, we made some profit there to the downside. Made about 800 bucks there. Looking for that flush all the way to 10, trying to hammer it down there. We got as low as 13. So that was good enough for me. Covered that into the bid. Getting a squawk from somebody, one of the Fed speakers here. See if we're weak here into the 30s. Yeah, that 13 level is big indeed. It really is. I don't know why I have 1075, but yeah, I should move that up to 13 actually. The low is 13 and a half. So yeah, I'm going to move my level here 13 and a half. Big rebound. Microsoft is spiking. Google's going up. Nvidia's drooping. So nice rebound here. Definitely burning some shorts here. Back up above 40s. If we hold these 40s, I'm going to long this here. We're holding 40s for now. Going long here for the encroachment above 45. I want to keep my stop super tight here. I'm going to run my stop right here below 40 at 39. Beautiful push up here. Looking for this encroachment above 50. We do have some liquidity way up high here at 50s. Little pullback. Seeing if we hold these 40s or not. I'm adding into that. We're holding 40s. Above 50s, ever so slightly. Adding once more for encroachment. A big pop above 50 is what I'm looking for now. Can we hold 40s? Stopped out. We didn't hold the 40s though, there. My stop was ran a little bit too tight. We did get that push above 50, but that flash back down is what stopped me out. So if we hold 40s here, I'm back in long. Fed Williams is still speaking here. I'm long here again. If we break above 50, I'm going to slam this thing long. I'll run my stop pretty tight here. Going back over to Ninja Trader. Snap is spiking. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Seeing if 40s are going to hold here. Yeah, it's looking kind of weak, to be honest with you. Looking kind of weak. If 40s don't hold, good chance we could send it right back down. But there is liquidity above 50 we are looking to discover. Yeah, it's looking kind of weak. I might actually go flat here. Yeah, I'm going to go flat. It's looking kind of weak. So flat there for a pause. SPY is off a cliff here. Shorting that into the 30s. I'm going to run my stop just above 40 here. We have our stop at 42. We might get stopped out here. Stopped out. So yeah, we're trying to run that below the 30s there. This is going to be waffling around here for just a touch. I'm going to give this a moment to let it breathe. See if 45s are weak here or not. Big liquidity injection there at 5 minutes after the open. He says, I won't speculate on conditions that would lead to a Fed rate cut. So that is not very strong for the market here. If we are rejecting this volume shelf, I am going to confidently short this here. We still are rejecting the upper end of that volume shelf. Yeah, I'm sending that short here. And more short here, looking for this breakdown below. This is a big end of the volume spectrum here. Very, very nice flush here. Very, very nice. Covering 7 into that right there. Moving my stop in case we get a big bounce. Let's get this to run below the 20s now. Beautiful. Some buyers are stepping in here. Took 3 out. Moved my stop just above break even. And we covered there. So we're out. So lack of follow through here. This is so bouncy. So we caught that short there. That was for what, like $1,500? Nice short. But it's so bouncy. Scalper's paradise. Yeah, I would like to see some, some nice continuation here. Below the 20s, I'm shorting this. Stops at 30s. If they gather liquidity here at the 20s, I would be pretty shocked. I mean, there's some big bidders stepping in there, but we should flash right through them. SPY needs to drop below 455 here. So watching for this break back below the 20s. Looking for this heaviness. Okay, there's that break below the 20s. Volume shelf just needs to get decimated here. This is what I'm looking for. I mean, we have a strong volume shelf that's holding that 15, that 13, that area. If that gets decimated to the downside, this market will roll pretty tremendously hard. But right now, that is what's kind of bouncing here. Yeah, big old bounce. I'm going to run my stop a little bit higher so we can take that heat. Where's my stop? 33, that's a good one. Ah, geez. I got filled where I didn't want to get filled there. I need to see this below 13. There's so many bidders right there at 16. I need to see this very, very weak now. Point of control is holding. I don't like this look. I'm covering a little bit here. I don't like the look. I think this thing can spring right back up. I'm actually going to move my stop in a little bit tighter. Tough for me to trust this right here. I don't like this look. We're right at 13. We're not breaking. We're holding. Okay, nice little pull down below 13. Can we get it? Yep, there it is. There's that flash right below 13. Beautiful. There it is. That's the dump I wanted. Can you cover me? Getting 2 out here. 2 out. There we go. That's the dump I was looking for. Gorgeous. That's the one. Right to 16,000. That was the one we were looking for, folks. You guys catch that to the short side there? That was the one we were looking for. Juicy. That was the one.
That's what we call a sack lunch.
That was the one we're looking for. Anybody else catch that to the short side? Yeah, look at this. This is on one lot here for a runner. We are just running this out here. I'm actually going to move my stop. Beautiful, beautiful. Looking for a potential add. Below this level, we do have 85. So see if we get this up jump the boogie above 16,000. Jonas is up $4,000. Hey, everybody, give it up for Jonas. Yeah, it's still looking weak here. Wait for it. We want to see this break below 85 now. So watching this here, wow. There's some big sellers stepping in here, but hold on, I got to add to that there. If we can get through 80, this thing will get juicy. I'm going to run my stop pretty tight here. Watching for this flash through 80 now. Yep, there it comes. Here it comes. Covering a little bit there, running 3 more. Watching for this weakness right below 80. A little bit of a bounce there at 454.5 on the SPY, but that shouldn't stop this momentum to the downside. They're holding these 80s for now, but if we have a big seller stepping in, this thing will smash. We have the Chicago PMI coming, so I'm covering 2 into that, and we're stopped out there. So almost a scratch trade there on that final extension. Nice work there, Amato. Beautifully done. All right, so we should be getting that data out here any second now, any second. Yeah, PMI is usually leaked early, so we should be having that any second here. Beautiful rollover in the market so far. Andrew says, first time watching the stream. Thank you, Andrew. Thanks for checking it out. Indicator is hourly high, hourly low. All right, we are pushing up against these 80s again here. Wow, totally missed that one. Right down to 68. Holy smokes. Totally missed that one. I was about to add into it too. All right, looking here for this to hold below 68 now. Watching here at these 60s. I'm going to take too short here. I move my stop actually above 90 because I want to add into this if we get up to 85. PMI is going to be out any second here, so be on your guard for PMI. Make sure you have stops in place. $11.60 for the day and out. Good luck for the rest of the day. Hey, thanks, BJ. Thanks for joining us. Well done on your day. We're creating a little micro shelf down here. So just watching if we can have continued weakness at 68. Yeah, SPY is coming lower here too. I'm actually going to add into this for this push down below. I like this look here. Watching this flash down to 60. Can we get this breach below 60 now? Watching for this week back into the 60s here. I'm going to cover that. Some bidders are stepping up here. Past my 50K. Nice work, 3 generations of hair. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so seeing if we are going to perk back up towards 85. I want to size into this if we get that touch at 85. Yeah, because we're getting that perk rate back up pre-PMI. We got to run this properly because PMI is going to be out any second here. Yeah, big bounce there at 454 on the S&P, on the SPY rather. Okay, expecting 45.4 for the PMI. Just waiting for this read. No early leak on this. This is interesting. Jordan says, wish I was 3 generations of hair. I'm more like 3 generations of bald. 55.8, so a little bit hotter. Big old beat there. 55.8 versus a 46 estimate. I'm going to try to take this short here. We came up to the 80s and we're a little bit weak. We do see some chunky sellers stepping in a little bit here. Adding into that. Beautiful flush there. Gorgeous. Covered some more there. Beautiful, beautiful flush. Gorgeous flush. Nice $2,000 trade right there. Covering two more into the bid. Can we get filled on the bid? Okay, filled on the bid there. Running the final two. There's that flush. Beautiful flush. Gorgeous. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Man, that was prescient. That was like a $2,500 trade right there. Beautiful. And stopped out there. Beautiful. That was gorgeous. That was a perfect trade right there. 80s down to 60. 80s down to 60s was just gorgeous. Got to be scalpy today. I mean, unless you got the keen entry from the top side there, you got to be scalpy in this. You can see these big orders coming through. Jared's up $2,000. Nice work there, Jared. And we're still weak here. Let's stay on this thing. Still weak here below 60. We have room down to 45. So watching to see if we get popped up to 60 here. Yeah, we got room down here to 45. Okay, pop to 60. I'm going to add into that. Another add. Looking for the sweep low below 50 now. Beautiful. Got it. Nailed it. Perfect. Just gorgeous. Two out. Final lot on. Perfect. Another just, what a trade. What a trade. Doesn't get much better than that. That was just picture perfect right there. $50s are holding now. Apple on a new low. You remember we talked about this 189.5 level. If that 189 bow breaks, then it gets extra speedy here. So we are touching to that 45 level. We are bleeding off super hard here. Look at that. Right back up to the 60s. Look at those prescient covers. Tell you what. That was it right there. That was the flush we were looking for, right down below 50. Was a little down on the day, now up a little. Very nice. Caesar says this is Christmas 4/25th. Sweet still in. Nice. Are we all having fun here? Still weak below the 60s. I'm taking that short. Looking for this to run lower down below the 50s now. Beautiful flush here. Adding four more into that. And out the final three there. Beautiful. Adding some more there. This is a fun day. Oh yeah, I changed that. I switched to a different account. It's tough to manage all this. Sorry about that. Trading out of a different account there for that one. Let's go back to the account that's up in the other screen here. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, so let's see if we actually gather some liquidity down here. If we do, there is a potential chance that we could bounce back up higher to around 68. 68 would bring us to 85.25. From down 130 to up 110, nice work there, Otter. Way to go. Beautiful trading, everybody. Do you still get billed on your reset date? Yes, of course. There's no free resets out there. They don't just give you free resets. I have a stop on NT that won't let me close or move it. Restart NinjaTrader. Disconnect and reconnect. Folks, again, if you're enjoying the stream here, make sure you're slamming that lucky like button and hitting that thumbs up. We are scalping like crazy here. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a thumbs up too here in chat. Drop a W, drop a thumbs up if you're having fun here on the stream. We got over 300 of you folks in here on YouTube. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a W, drop a thumbs up. Let's see if you guys are enjoying this. This has been some fun scalping here. Some really fun scalping. We're up about $500 in our XFA now. Yeah, bids are solidifying. Thank you, Jordan. Yeah, the bids are definitely solidifying up here. This is why I'm not in a position right now, because I want to see if we're weak up towards 68, right? We're coming up to that 68 and a quarter level. Here, let's go over Trading View. We are coming up to that 68 and a quarter level. We're a little bit weak. I would love to be short this thing from way up high here, but, we were scalping on the way down. Bartholomew says W stream. Robert says amazing work. Craig W. Fister 5. Big thumbs up. Big Spark with an M. That's an upside down W. Passive 50K combine made 250 on the XFA. Way to go there, Neon. That's what I love to see. Just gorgeous. Think we can make a weak rally to the thousands for another short to the hundreds? Yeah, potentially. Yeah. So that's what I was saying. If we have bids solidifying up here at 68 and a quarter, we do potentially run up to 85 and a quarter, and then up towards 16,000, 13 and a half. So that's what I'm looking at here. Let's go to the 1 minute, get granular. So there we go. We're pushing up against that trend right now. My first time actually scalping, actually loving it. Nice. Wow, Jared's up $3,000. That's what I'm talking about, Jared. Way to go. Awesome work. What are the levels on TV? We drew these all on Monday. They are just multiple touches on the price action where we had some levels of interest. We drew all these levels here on Monday. So we are perking back up. Let's see if we're weak at 85 or if we're going to have a little bit of a boot scoot and a rally there to the top side. That's what we're watching for here. Yeah, top of the hour is coming up. Thank you there, Otter. Appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys chatting in here. Really very helpful. Love keeping the conversation going here. I'm in a FX account in 200 plus 5 for 5 days, but total profit is 400 USD only. Can I withdraw? In the top, in the Express Funded, XFA. So in the XFA, you only have to make $200 for 5 days, but the total profit is 400. You can still withdraw. Yeah, for sure. 100%. Yeah, you can totally withdraw. 100%. Yes, you can. Caesar's up $5,800 for the morning, due for a coffee break. Well done there, Caesar. That's the way to go. What stock is it? We're trading the NQ futures right now. And if you want to trade with me, there's a link in the below. I'll drop a link here in the chat where you can trade on Top Step alongside of me, where you don't actually have to put your own money at risk. Top Step funds your account for you. All you have to do is pass a trading test. And once you do that, you prove yourself, then they give you funding. And that's what I'm trading with. I'm not risking any of my own capital today. Good morning, Steve. First time here. Welcome. Good morning, Hisham. Ripper says it's cool trading with you. It's cool trading with you guys too. Celsius is long now. Let's see where your stop is. Let's see. I like that trade there, Celsius Lover. Very nice. Few scalps on my way down. Very few scalps at key levels long. Played micros again. Plus 138. Nice work there, Jimmy boy. You'll love to see it. Restarting, closed it. Thanks. There you go, Smooth. Very nice. NQ is the meth of trading. I haven't heard that one before. It's definitely it's great for our horsey trading, our horsey pals in here. Where's our horse crew? Sound off in here. We need some horse emojis. Come on, giddy up. God, I love you guys in chat. You guys are great. Chat in this stream is goated. You guys are great. There they are. Good morning. Also my first time. Great vibe. Love it, Peter. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it.
Another one.
Love that. There it is, Bartholomew, Dylan. Where's Laura? Laura's the other horse. Yeah, I think Trader Page, too, is part of the horse crew. Best channel. I know your channel is going to explode with subscribers. You're so cool. Thank you so much. We're just having a good time here. We're having a good time. We're all Trading and learning together. That's the important thing here. There's Laura. There you are. I need I got a wildcat sound. I need to get a horse sound for you guys. That's what I'm missing here. All right, so we did tap that level of 85 and a quarter. Look at, we are skittering right back down here. This market is definitely to the south side, so we are looking for these bounces here to short into. It just is sort of a matter of whether or not we have the confidence to make it happen here. We have the best mentor. I can't do the horse sound. I'm not going to do it. Javier says, I'm new. This is cool. Thanks for being here, Javier. Good to see all the new faces in here. First time here, the channel goes right to the top. I love it. Awesome. All right, coming back down here. So let's see if 68 and a quarter gives us any solidification of the bids here. Jordan in Discord, you called that bids solidifying up. You definitely called that. You nailed that call there. Well done. And that's what you got to lean into. Make sure you're putting that in your journal today, Jordan, where you saw that and like that little tickle that you felt, right? Where you look at the price action, you go, this looks like the bids are solidifying here, right? When you have that, journal that so that you can lean into that feel that you have, because that's now you're starting to get the market whisperer feel. I'm telling you, that's what it is. It's crazy as it sounds. That's exactly what it is. You need to lean into those feelings because you're seeing something and it's your natural pattern recognition. Did go long. There you go. Way to go. Love it. That's awesome. Rip. So when it says you get a free reset on your billing date, you still get billed. Yes. And that's why it's your billing date. Yeah. You get a free reset, but you get billed. They just reset your account for you for free. So, I mean, it's not technically free because you're getting billed, but the thing is, if you haven't passed yet, right, they bill you every single month. They're not going to reset your account. Like, let's say that you have a $150K account and you're up $5,000 in your account. Your balance is $155K. When it comes to your monthly rebill, they're not going to reset your account. You're just going to get billed for the monthly. And by the way, guys, if you're on Top Step, once you pass that combine step, you go into the funded stage. You pay one lifetime fee and that's it. You're not paying monthly for that. You don't have to pay for data. You don't have to pay for NinjaTrader or any of the other software. They'll give you Bookmap. They'll give you Quantower, NinjaTrader, Sierra Charts. They give you software for free, which is insane because, NinjaTrader alone is $100 a month. So if you're not close to passing, you might as well close the account and open a new one. Exactly right. Yeah. So think about it. If you get rebuild, they might actually let you stack like a free reset. I don't know. I haven't been in that situation myself. Top Step data fees. When you go into a live account, there's a Top Step data fee. But when you're in the XFA, the Express Funded, there is no data fees. It's just one time. Your Top Step coupon code doesn't show, so it's automatically populated. You just click the link that I have posted here. It's either in the description down below or in the YouTube chat here. And if you've never traded on Top Step before, once you get to checkout, it applies an even deeper discount. But the discounted rate with my link is $49 for the 50K account, and $99 for the 100K account, and $149 for the 150K account. Let's see here, catching up. Home sales in 4 minutes. Yeah, and I'm a little bit late on that. So less than 90 seconds now for new home sales. What other data do we have here? So we have pending home sales out at 10, and then we have the 4 and 8 week bill auction at 11:30. So that's what we have on deck here. After that growl, I was waiting here. I feel good. I'm using OBS now. Rips is amazing. Thanks to you. Awesome. Yeah, when they return the payment you made in the combine, it is zeros. Yeah, so once you take your first payout on the XFA, they give you back $149. So it's technically free if you're a good trader. First time here, I'm enjoying it. Good to see you, Aid. Sign up for a 50K combine with NinjaTrader. How do I access Ninja now? I don't see it in Top Step. They're going to send you a download link there, Jared. They should send you a download link, or you just go into their FAQ and search. All right, 30 seconds here. Let's focus up. Let's see if we get any trades here off of the pending home sales. Yeah, they give you back whatever your monthly combine fee was for the last month. That is correct, Wayne. But if you're trading on a 150 combine, it's one and the same, 149 for both of them. So technically you get a free XFA if you're trading on the 150K level. All right, here it is. Minus 1.5 is the read month over month. That is Better than expected. They were looking at a positive 2.0%. So that is actually really good for the Fed. They do want to see homes not selling. I mean, that is pending home sales. So could say that the inventory got swept. Year over year, negative 6.6% versus a negative 8.8% estimate. Month over month, negative 1.5%, as I said, versus a positive 2.0% estimate. So we are getting a little weakness here. I'm going to take that short. Go back into my Ninja Trader here. I like where my stop is. I'm actually going to touch it a little bit higher. Very nice flush here. Beautiful, beautiful flush. Gorgeous, gorgeous flush here. Lovely, lovely flush. I'm going to move my stop down now. About halfway to the bar there to capture this move. We are running into these 50s. And we might get stopped out here. Watching. Market is bleeding on that print. Holy smokes. Watching. This is why we move our stop, folks. Stopped out in the profit. Nice $200 trade there on one single lot. Got to be quick draw McGraw on this stuff. And by the way, if you're interested in joining us here in Discord, by the way, Nightbot just put it there. It's zero latency on the stream. So if you're having any kind of lag here on the stream, I know some of my trades are kind of quick. So, I mean, if you're into it, the Discord, it's $7 for 7 days just to try it out. See if you like it. There's zero latency on the stream there. Definitely worth coming checking it out, right? It's worth a shot. We have a lot of fun there in the Discord. All right, testing these 50s again. Can we get a flush below that 45 level? We do. This thing can get speedy. I just don't like the, yeah, look at that. Didn't like the look, but it's going without me. Look at that go. Wow, coming down heavy now. Wow, very, very heavy to the sell side here, running into that trend line to the downside. Wow, that was quite the flush. And looking for this to perk back up to the third. No, I got to take it short here. I mean, it's running. We might get all the way down to 916 here. Keep my stop pretty tight. And we might get a little bit of a retracement here. Big volume coming in. They are supporting these 20s right now. So it just was a little bit late to that one. Let's see if we get a nice little pop up a little bit here. Watching here. Wow, SPY a little bit of a bounce too as well. Seeing if these 30s are going to hold. 30s are holding for now. Short again here, adding in a second lot short. Looking for this flush. A little consolidation down here right below the 30s. Watching. Perking back up towards the 35s. I'm adding in two more for that. I'm going to take off my two ads there into the bid. Letting the final two run below this 25 area. One more off because it's not breaking. I'm going to go flat there. Not breaking. So add a little bit more. J. Alexander says 15,925 big support if this breaks. Oh boy, yeah, look out below, right? SPY is skittering lower here. I kind of want to position myself for a short. Adding into that short here. Looking for this 30 to remain weak. Adding again. Looking for this flush. Trying to cover two. They didn't cover me on those two. Two more on. Looking for two to cover into the bid. Covered two. Beautiful flush there. Beautiful. I got to run two off right there. Looking for this below 18 now. Still weak below 30. Big buyers are stepping in, though. I'm covering that there. So they're still weak below 30. So another more equity added there. Couple more bucks. Yep, straight back up. So I'm glad we covered there. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Straight back up. That 16.5 level is super strong there to the downside. We didn't even encroach on it. But this is why we have to be scalpy here. This is why you see me running off lots with the quickness, because we are at the mercy of having, you know, one of those quick squeezes at any time there. Quick vibe check on everybody here in YouTube. How we all doing out there on YouTube and on Discord? Fister says 2260 on day one and eval passed. Yes, you'll love to see that. Love this move. So much fun. Back to green and 475 bucks. Nice work there, Kodak. Way to go. Nice bounce trade there. 1,300 XFAs and PAs. Way to go there, Jay Alexander. Craig hit daily loss limit on 2 combines. Sorry to hear that, Craig. Tomorrow's a new day. That's the one thing that I love about Top Step is that they have those daily loss limits so that you can never blow your account in one single day, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, so we are at the 10 a.m. hour. This is usually where we check the vibe of the stream here. If we do get 250 likes, if we get 250 likes on the stream, I will continue streaming. I'll give you guys till 10:15 here to get 250 likes. If we get 250 likes on the stream, we'll continue streaming. If not, I'll just continue streaming here in Discord. No big deal. The only thing that I'm consistent is paying my commission. You'll get through it. You just, you know, it's one of those things. You just gotta continue to work for it and you'll get through it. Let's see if we can get a big push back up. Well, let's see. SPY is very choppy. I mean, look at the SPY on the 5-minute here. Go to the 5-minute. I mean, look at this. Look at these 5-minute bars on the SPY. Yuck. That is gross. Don't like that.
Nope.
That is not good. It's not the best stuff, right? 900 psych level is what I'm watching for the long now. Very nice. Very nice there, Jimmy boy. Yeah, so, oh, what? I'm not even showing I'm talking about, but I'm not showing. Yeah, look at, this is the bars that I'm talking here on the SPY. Just gross. Totally gross. Totally gross. Let's go back over to the NQ here. Using the TradingView NDX chart? No, I'm using the NQ chart, the NASDAQ futures. We're not tracking the NDX, just using the NQ futures. Steve is signed up for Top Step. Yeah, nice. That first account that you get, you'll get a nice discount on here. Very first one. I recommend using the 150K accounts because those, you have so much drawdown in them. And if you're trading the NQ, you kind of need that drawdown. If you're trading the minis, you know, you need that drawdown. If you're trading the micros, it doesn't matter. You can use a 50K account. So a little bit of the consolidation here in this range. Omar says up 87 on my Top Step. Going to call it a day. Was down 640. Nice work there. Very, very nice. Paul called that trap there. Very nice. What's my P&L now? What were we? We were down $3,000, right? Let's see here. Down 292. So we made $2,800 or $2,700 worth of recovery there. So nice recovery. So we are at these 40s now, kind of skirting along sideways. Kodak says, think I'm done for the day. Stay green and have fun. Alrighty, Kodak. Good to see you. Thank you, as always, for sticking around. So 45s don't break. This thing is probably going to go back short. Watching this here for a potential entry. If we get to 50, I think we push to 60. Yeah, if we get to, we have to really claim this 45 first. 45 is a rejection point right now. Market is still looking somewhat weak. I'm actually taking for the break of 35 here to the downside. Go back to Ninja Trader here. And as long as we don't break 45, I'm going to add to that here. 48.25 is my stop. Nice push down here, adding 2 more. Watching here for the break of 30s. Oh, that 30 bidder just moved too. Interesting. We had some sellers there, but then they kind of skittered away. So seeing if this is weak up towards 40. 2 more on here for that break of 30. See if we can break through 30 here. Somebody front running 30, but I think we can get half out as we touch 30 here. Somebody firming up at 35, but I still think we get that flush to 30. Some bids firming up there at 30, but I think we sweep them here. Watching this 35 player stepping in a little bit here. Little perk up towards the 40s. Again, we're looking at 45 for weakness. So watching to see if we can get some lots on this sweep up to the top side. And 45, can we reject? Adding in for this reject at 45. We might get stopped out, and that's okay. Stopped out there. So giving back a little bit on that trade there. Stopped out on that approach back up towards 50. We're looking for that sweep down below at 30. Now, if we have a sweep of liquidity here above 45, then we would definitely be able to sweep back down. But the market is looking a little bit strong here. SPY is firming up some. Watching here at 45 now. Yeah, we're right through 45, looking for 68.25 now. 60s are firming up. Big squeeze up towards 60 here. Somebody capping off 60s. I see Rips trading against me. All right, pushing up now. 60s are holding. Kind of want to get a quick scalp on towards this 68 level. So watching here up towards 60. A little bit of a pullback. Yeah, this is very difficult price action to read because it's very speedy. It's very washy. We're pushing into the VWAP of SPY right now. So we came back up. We didn't sweep that liquidity at 68, so it's a little bit weak into that area. Somebody capping off 60s now. But they are holding ever so slightly. I'm long into that push above 63. Now watching for 68 to blow through here now. $65s are holding. Adding into that full size for that sweep up through 68 now. Looking for that breakout above 68 here. Watching here at 65. Still strong at 65. There is a little bit of a seller there at 65. Yeah, consolidation right there at 65. I might have to pull out a little bit of my position. Covering about 2/3 there. So we tapped 68.25, but we didn't bust through yet. So I'm looking for that to bust through 68.25. Strong up on that approach above 65 again. Watching for 68 to break. Looking for this breakout of 68 now. Watching 70. Nice breakout. There we go. That's what I was looking for there. Out 10. Beautiful breakout trade. Moving my stop to 70.75 in case we get that flashback down. 3 out there. Running 2 left. And stopped out there. Very nice. So that was about a $2,500 trade there. Can I get a horn sound for waiting for a 5-minute comment for being a new subscriber? Yes, you can. There you go. Welcome there, Martha. Good to have you with us. So we got that resolution that we're looking for. Ran that on 15 lots there. So that was nice. We're getting very scalpy here on this trade. Very, very scalpy. Nice work, Celsius Lover. What are you up there? What is that? $15,000? Nice work. So let's see if this 68 wants to hold here. Watching to see if 68 wants to do it. Going long here. Get my stop at 63.5. Pushing up above 75 now. It's getting kind of squeezy here. Watching for this breakout above 80 now. Can we get that pop through 80? Watching for a nice pop through 80 here. A little bit of trouble there, right at 80. We should get a big pop through it. There's our pop up to 80. Covered a little bit there, and beautiful, beautiful resolution there. Beautiful. That's what I'm looking for. Out two more. Gorgeous trade there on that break of 80. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anybody else catch that one to the top side there? Just gorgeous break of 80 there to the upside. I'm running one more out right there. Man, you're on fire today. Hey, we're working. We're working. We're putting in the work today. This is what a decade of reading the market will get you. Alex is up $10,000. Amazing job there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And we're rallying here. I'm gonna move my stop up a little bit more there. Do we rally all the way to 16,000? We might pull back. It stopped out there. Gorgeous. Hey, we're working hard today here. That's actually gonna put us in the profit now. Look at this. We're up wait, where did my thing go? Why is my P&L thing going? Hold on. And okay, cool. We're back. Up $462 now on the day. We were down. I mean, we were way down today. It's just weird trading price action and not worrying if I lose and willing to trade what I see instead of what I think I'm seeing. It's going to take me forever to get there. It just takes time. I mean, when you do it enough, it just kind of, you just don't really care anymore. I don't know how to explain it, but you just kind of stop worrying, right? I thought I was done, but up $7,000. Jonas, let's go.
That's what we call a sack lunch.
I love it. Oh, man, you guys are amazing. Mr. Owens took 68s to 82s. Way to go. There we go. That's awesome. Sorry to think I'm just going to focus on futures. The options premiums have been so garbage. Yeah, join the club. I was so sick of trading SPY. I'm telling you, every single morning I was just like, man, I have to lever up like 25K into a position to try to make a G, you know? Futures trading today up $3,300. Let's go. Are we not the best stream out here? I mean, come on. Are we not the best? Look at you guys. What, you don't have time to K? Yeah. I mean, there's a totally different strategy to play it. And I mean, I've been trading options for years and years and years, but it's been getting it's terrible. The market makers are very wise to what's going on, and they're not giving anybody a good opportunity. We got Dylan, we got Bartholomew, we got the horses going. I love it. Oh, man. We are getting paid today. You said it, Dylan. I love it. Oh, man. You said it. All right, we are pulling back. Look at this heavy flush there. We perked above 85.25. Look at that. We got the tease. We got the tease to touch 16,000. They just wouldn't give it to the people. Look at that. On the hourly high indicator, we can see triple nines across the board there. It's much easier to read price action in more illiquid markets. Watching this NQ is not easy. Are you watching time and sales or just bookmap? Watching both. Watching time and sales and bookmap. And by the way, welcome here, Trader CJ. New member in the Discord here. Welcome. Thank you, Rips. Just passed 150K eval. Hey, way to go, beginner. That's what I'm talking about.
Another one.
That's awesome. But do keep in mind, Trader CJ, welcome. But I've been reading bookmap for well over 10,000 hours. I've been staring at this stuff. Small caps, large caps. I wish they had options for bookmap. It would be so cool, but It's actually one of the requests I put in a couple of years ago. They're just like, yeah, sure, we'll get to that. And they never did. All right, big bidders. Wow, look at this. Double big bidders there at 75. Somebody's chunky. Somebody's chunky. You see this on the book map? Somebody's chunky. What is that? 400. A lot of liquidity. Somebody's chunky there at 75. Somebody wants to buy that. Stream Discord every day, every single day, you bet. And there's zero latency on that. There's no latency. Whereas YouTube, you get the ads, you get the latency. There's a little bit of a delay no matter how bad I try to have YouTube be zero latency. Discord has zero latency. How to get the hourly high and low indicator. I had a buddy make it for me. There is one in Clubhouse. If you join us in Clubhouse, there is one here in Clubhouse. But that's not the one I use. One of the Clubhousers made it for everybody in here, which was very kind of him to do that. Be signing up. Well, looking forward to see you here. If anybody's interested, this is the link right here. When you said that, it reminded me of RoboCop. Oh man. Yeah, if anybody wants to join, it's you get to try it out for 7 days for $7. See if you like it. And if you like it, we got a great community here. We have an awesome community. Everybody in here is just so great. We're doing a webinar today after the bell about market structure. We're continuing. This is part 2 of market structure. And by the way, you don't only get access to the live stream, you get access to the full webinar archive, which is really great. Very, very awesome. There's a almost 3-hour webinar on trader psychology that is a big fan favorite here in Clubhouse. We talk about hotkeys. We talk about structure. I mean, if you want to see what webinars we actually have available, here, let me link that. You can see which webinars we have here in the archive. There's going to be a new one added after today. But those are all the webinars we have there in the archive. When it's webinar, it's at 4 p.m. today. It's in the schedule. If you look to the left-hand side at the events tab there, just go ahead and click that interested button here. I'll go ahead and drop it in chat for you here. There you go. It's going to be today at 4 p.m. Eastern, right after the bell. Never follow any of my trades. 90% of day traders lose money. I'm bad at trading. My callouts are for entertainment purposes only. Yes. Make sure that you guys are paying attention to that. This is all just entertainment here. I am a Celsius drinking Looney Tune. I am not a professional financial professional. Thank you, Celsius lover. How much after 7 days? It depends. We offer a weekly plan, a monthly plan, a quarterly plan, and it all varies on whichever plan you select. It's whatever fits well within your budget there. What are your Christmas hours like? Don't want to sign up for the weekend, you take it off. Well, I did not trade Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving. And so, I mean, Christmas, I'm definitely going to be with my family for Christmas. That's for sure. So, yeah, I mean, joining after Christmas probably best bet. But I mean, you know, we got a whole mess of time before then. Wow, look at this. We are pushing back up here. 68 and a quarter. Big level here. Watching on the trading view. We're almost at the bottom of the hour here. What time frame or ticks do you trade on? The 15 minute, the 5 minute. I rarely ever go below the 5 minutes. Sometimes, I mean, if it calls for it, the 3 minute. But when you're using Bookmap, you know, you can scale this in any kind of time dilation that you want. Like this is what it looks like on the Bookmap for the 5 minute, right? Those are 5 minute. I mean, this is a 5 minute window here. So, you know, you could scale this out to like 60 minutes here. So this is the full hour. That would be in the scope that you could actually see there. But we talked about this yesterday. I can make this as granular as I want. You know, I can zoom into any part of the market here, and I can zoom down into the nanosecond level, as you can see down there. So I'm watching Bookmap, watching the 15 minute, the 5 minute. That's usually what I'm looking at here. Flat on NASDAQ, 1400 times 3. Incredible NASDAQ. Nice work there, Jello. Way to go. And thanks for your message. I got your message there on Instagram. That was awesome. Thanks for sending that. That was really cool. That was awesome. Yeah, look at that. That is like we're creating the Tesla logo right now on the NAS here. Let's look at the 15-minute bars here. Insane price action. Hopefully, you know, you guys did well on the performance here. Insane price action. Very wild. This is one of those days where NQ is super wild, but you just got to stick with it. You know, you really just got to stick with it. It's one of those things where if you blink, you miss it. It's one of those things. Let's see, any other questions here? Aren't the Bookmap bubbles basically a visual display of time and sales? Yeah, exactly right. That is correct, Ralph. Sorry, new here. What is Bookmap? I mean, that's a tall order. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Show up tomorrow here, Brave, and we'll talk about that when we have some downtime here. Let's get rips to 2,000 subs. Hey, amen. Yeah, hit that subscribe button when we get to 2,000 subs. I'm giving away a Top Step Combine. We are pretty close, actually. Believe it or not, we are very, very close. This is trading separate accounts, not using Replicanto. Hey, nice work there. That's beautiful. Nice work there, Austin. That's tough to do. Yeah, I trade with Replicanto when I'm copying, and then I do separate accounts when I'm not. Like today, I was flipping between accounts. I didn't copy anything today. And we're up 3,200 in a combine. We're up 500 in my XFA. And then one combine that it was at like 155K balance is down $3,200 today. So we hit max daily loss on one of the combines. That's all I've traded today. One XFA and two combines. One combine we ran up to 3,200 and the other one we ran down $3,200. And actually, you know what's funny is I accidentally copied one. So we have a loss of $49 on one of these combines. I accidentally copied to one. I got combines coming out of my ears right now. Bookmap is the color. What is Bookmap? It's the colorful bubbly thing, if you were asking, says Jordan. Michael's up $10,000 on the day across 4 PAs. Maybe time to call it a morning. Yeah, amen. We're coming to the bottom of the hour, and that's usually a good time to call it, right? Very, very good time to be calling it. First time with you. Are you here every day, and what time do you start? We start every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Every single morning, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. Look at this. Market is coming down here. Go back into the 1 minute. Market's coming down here. Goodness gracious. Yeah, every morning, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. here on the YouTube, and every single day in the Discord, no matter what. If YouTube ever stops, we are streaming every day in Discord. Let's get one more like so we can have a 69 in there. Yeah, 69, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, Shaw says it was a good day. Today was a good day. I'm looking to see if we have any other opportunities here. I think GlaxoSmithKline is speaking right now. One of the maybe the CEO, the president, CFO. Somebody's speaking from GlaxoSmithKline. If they still are GlaxoSmithKline. I mean, they just said Glaxo, so I don't know if they still are. I thought it was GSK, but... we're rolling down here. 68 and a quarter is kind of that level that we're holding here to the downside. Again, look at SPY. This is a joke. Look at this 15-minute. Oh, my God. I'm so happy that we're not trading SPY options right now. That looks like a freaking nightmare. That's just not. That ain't it. That ain't it. That's not what I want to be trading there. Drop this into the 5. So yeah, 68 and a quarter, still kind of that line in the sand here. It'd be interesting to see, with how heavy the market is. I mean, down here to 47, 847 would be pretty extreme if we actually got that room to the downside. NVIDIA off a cliff today, by the way. Completely off a cliff. We got Euro close coming in about an hour here, about 1 hour, Euro close. Yeah, we're auction rate at the 60s now. Yeah, we are seeing, if you see this right here, this is the volume, and you can see that, we had a big volume candle there to the downside. We reversed that candle. We filled that gap that we created here, that inefficiency, if we're looking at here, between here. We filled that inefficiency right now. So, market is kind of back in balance here. So if we actually cratered from here, I'd be pretty surprised. We'd have to do it on news. The only thing that I could see that's actually going to do this is going to be the 4 and 8 week bill auction. And that is going to be happening right in line with Euro close at 11:30 today. Yeah, things are rolling over here. 60s gave up. Now we're in the 50s. So that inefficiency is done for. I mean, we did technically create an order block down here. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a bullish order block. We did create an order block down there on the 5. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when we run into that. It is interesting how many buyers we got above 16.5. The low on that candle was 18 3/4. So we get below 16, things can get speedy. But, with the way that things are auctioning here, the way that volume is declining, we really need to have a push from something. So it's either going to be the 4 to 8 week bill auction or it's going to be Euro close. Natty gas inventories are out, plus 10 BCF versus a negative 31 BCF to 7 BCF indicated range there. Oh, look at this. Ninja Trader. New Ninja Trader's out. Look at that. I just got a notification on my Ninja Trader. Brand new Ninja Trader's out, folks. They don't really do often a lot of releases, so very cool. Be curious to see what's new in that. What do we got here? Are they going to tell us what's do they have anything? No notes, no patch notes, but anybody else get that notification on their Ninja Trader? I didn't know what that sound was. That was crazy. Just popped up. It's like, hey, new Ninja Trader available. All right, so we are at the bottom of the hour here. This is usually where I say goodbye on YouTube. I will continue streaming here in Discord and see if we have any nice price action to trade there. We did tap into that bullish order block. I do appreciate everybody joining me on stream today. I will see you guys all for the Futures Friday stream tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time. It's going to be a very fun stream. On deck tomorrow, we do have some news that's going to be out at 8:30. We have the manufacturing PMI data. That's going to be the big read tomorrow that's going to be out at 8:30. We will start streaming at 8 to prepare ourselves for that. So I hope you will join me. If you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed to the stream. Make sure that you do have your notifications turned on so you can be notified anytime we go live here on the channel. Also, please make sure to toss me a follow right here at Selling Rips on Twitter or Instagram. And I will see everybody bright and early here on YouTube tomorrow. It's been a blast. Had a lot of fun. What are we locking up our day with here? Let me go back over to Ninja Trader. We are locking it up here with up $462 in the profit. Big profit today on our XFA. Made $500 on one combine. Made $3,200, and we hit max daily loss on another combine that was down $3,200. So basically made $500 in the XFA today, which is great. That's real money. That's money that we can withdraw. That is that's the goal here, to build up on the XFAs and pass some combines. That's what we're here to do. All right, folks, locking it up. I'll see you guys bright and early here tomorrow on YouTube at 8 a.m. sharp. Don't go anywhere if you're here on Discord. I'll catch you guys here in a hot minute.